Hi, welcome back to another episode of Level Up. I am your hostess, Wendy Nolin. This week we are talking about how Stella got her groove back. Wasn't that a great movie title? Even if you never watched the movie, you kind of know in 5 words what the whole gist of the story was. Stella lost her groove. She once had it, and she lost it, and then somehow she got it back. But that's not really the gist of our story today. What we are going to talk about is a real life Stella and how she lost her passion for her business. When she first started her business, she was full of drive and ambition and couldn't wait to jump out of bed every day and go do the work and deliver her service. And then as time wore on, she started to suffer from what many entrepreneurs suffer from. She got to pick the 18 hours a day that she worked, and she was burning herself out. She realized that she needed help, but she also realized that she needed help fast, and she didn't quite know where to start. She wasn't sure who to hire, how to hire, where to look for people, how to hire the right people. Thankfully, Stella is smart, and she asked for help, because asking for help is what smart people do. So she got help. But then, just like a race car, a Formula One race car that runs at top speed and maximum RPMs round and round the racetrack for hours and hours and hours, it puts a massive amount of stress on you, the person, the race car. And Stella was feeling that stress. She wasn't doing pit stops. She wasn't changing her tires. She wasn't checking her oil. She wasn't filling the fluids. She wasn't doing any regular maintenance on the motor of her race car. So guess what? The weaknesses started to show up. And as these weaknesses started to show up, she realized, shoot, I'm not a mechanic. I don't know how to fix this stuff. Smartly, though, she asked for help before it was too late. Now, what Stella did then is, as she started to delegate and let go of some of her duties and responsibilities, well, guess what? That's when things really started to fall apart. Wait a minute. Are you saying, Wendy, that if I delegate and I get some of the work off my plate, that's when it's going to get worse? Well, in Stella's case, that's what happened. The reason why is because she hadn't been doing any of that regular maintenance, and what happened was when she started to back off her speed and slow down, well, that's when everything started to fall apart, meaning all the things that she had been ignoring started to crumble around her. Her health, her ability to sleep, her weight, her stamina, her energy. And as I mentioned, she was starting to lose her passion for her business. Wait a minute. She's working all these crazy, insane hours to build her business. And then as a result, she starts to lose her passion. Ugh, yikes. Not a good place. But Stella was smart. She realized that she couldn't be her own mechanic. She couldn't fix her own problems, and she asked for help. She reached out to a consultant, a coach, and said, this is what's going on. How do I get my groove back? And thankfully, of course, the hero here, the coach, was able to give her some pointers and help her get her groove back. And here's what she suggested to Stella. 1, celebrate every win. Find reasons to celebrate those small victories. No matter how seemingly unimportant they may seem at the moment, celebrate them. Make a big deal out of it, even if you're the only person there to celebrate with, or your dog, in my case. Next is really examine your calendar and your day-to-day life of running your business and in your personal life, and see if the activities that you're engaged in are actually giving you value, or if they're just a way to pass the time. In this particular case, Stella was a fan of numbing out on Netflix. And instead of numbing out on Netflix, she could have been doing some more enriching activities that would give her a mental break from the workload, but also get her moving so that she could regain some of her health. Next, meditate. You know, I've done some research for my book, Own Your Greatness, that's coming out in about a month or so. And all of the people that I interviewed for my book are people who I think own their greatness. And do you know that more than 70% of them meditate every day? So meditation is directly linked to owning your greatness, and it has a myriad of other benefits. It has benefits to your spiritual, your emotional, your mental health, as well as your physical health. There's nothing bad about meditation. I don't think anybody's ever found anything that could hurt you about meditation. And then lastly, instead of adding more to your plate or adding more things to do, look for ways to subtract. It's through subtraction that we achieve a greater sense of balance and purpose, and we give the right amount of attention to all the things that are important in our lives, not just our business. All right, gang, if you are watching this on YouTube, I'd love it if you could give me a thumbs up. And also, or on Facebook, give me a thumbs up. And if you're on YouTube, go ahead and click subscribe now. Take a look at my website. It's wendynolin.com. Go to the blog page and subscribe to my website. You'll receive a weekly blog post, and you'll also get my monthly newsletter, which is going to be coming out soon, as well as special offers and new ideas that I'm going to be offering just to my subscribers. You'll also hear about my upcoming book release, Own Your Greatness, as well. So while you're out on the World Wide Web, go ahead and click on Google Plus and Plus One Me. Go to LinkedIn and connect with me. Follow me on Twitter. And, of course, go to my Facebook page and like me there and make me one of your friends. I'd love to include you in my tribe. All right, gang, that's it for this week's episode of Level Up. I hope you can learn from Stella, and hopefully you can get your groove back too. This is Wendy at Wendy Nolin Worldwide, challenging you to level up, and I will see you on the flip side.